friends, Misha Crossing here with a quick video on how to put cliffs on both sides of your Animal Crossing town. This is going to be using the Animal Crossing New Leaf Save Editor. If you don't know what this is, or you want to set up your 3DS and Animal Crossing New Leaf game to be able to use this, I have a great step-by-step video guide on setting it up. That is linked in the description box below. I've got a lot of other tutorials on using the Save Editor as well. For editing your map, this is the main page whenever you load up your save file. But down here at the bottom there is this map editor, the acre editor, and this is how you're going to put cliffs on both sides. Now in previous videos, I said that this is not safe for your map, and the Save Editor developer recommends against putting cliffs on both sides of your map. I will say that, but I have done it and several other people have done it successfully, and it adds a lot more room to your map. You can see here where the cliff is, it takes up an acre right here. Marco just jumped up here. But over here, half of this acre is taken up by the beach, and then this whole acre is water. So adding a cliff over here will add another pretty much half acre over here to your town. So to add cliffs on both sides, you just need to click on the acre to change it. So let's start down here at the very bottom. You can see this acre is highlighted. It just has that bottom half of the cliff there, so that's basically what we have to find to put on the opposite side. So you'll need to scroll down and find this these brown boxes which indicate cliffs. And sorry, Marco is walking around. You also need to find the one that lines up with the side that you're putting it on. So this corner cliff is for the right side. As you can see, it has that gray line on the left side, and this cliff corner is for the left side of your map as it has the gray line on the right side of the cliff. Marco is just knocking stuff off the desk trying to walk around. Okay, so we're clicking this tile. Whoa! We clicked that tile a little too hard. Okay, back out here. Here we are. And then so for the tile above it, you just need to add a regular cliff wall. So these two are the regular cliff walls right here. As you can see, there is a gray line on this side, on the left side of the block, which means that this acre needs to go on the right side of your town in order to have the gray lines line up. And that's pretty much your whole goal. As long as the gray lines all line up on this side, you're gonna be good. So for the left side cliff over here, we're going to add that cliff. Gonna add that cliff again right here, and that cliff again right here. You can also move your campground around this way if you want. Like I said, you just need to make sure the gray lines line up. So for the left side of town, you would choose this campground selection since it fits with these gray lines. And of course, if you want to move your campground over here, you would have to remove it on this side. That would do some really glitchy things to your game. And for your main street / bridge section up here, you basically just need to make each side a mirror image of the other. So for this outer tile here, you would want to use this one, since it is the mirror image of this far right tile, and for this one you want it to be a mirror image of this far right one. So click here and you would select, this is the only option available here, so you would make it look like that, and it won't alter your main street at all. Your main street will be completely intact. I've tested this out myself, so don't worry, this is exactly how it's going to need to look. Now you'll just need to edit the rest of your map to fit with the cliffs. So like for down here at the bottom part of the cliff, you're going to need to choose a beach cliff that will line up with it. So go through the beaches and find one. Let's see. There's one. Okay. So these three options right here are going to be the only acres that will fit right beside the bottom part of your new cliff. And of course, if you're on the opposite side of the map, you're going to want to use the opposite side tiles. So it would be these three right here, these two, and then this one right here if you're trying to put the cliff on the opposite side. And now you're just gonna have to go through, find a beach that lines up with your new acre there. Sorry, I'm trying to find the right words to describe all of this. Sorry, a lot of this is going to be a lot of clicking around and playing, just making sure everything lines up correctly. So for going up here, you can pretty much just add, the regular grass acres for all of it now. But you might want to edit your river to go in another direction, so you can change all those to green, maybe have the river turn down one way like so, and come out in a waterfall, which here is one of the waterfalls, but you know, when you change one tile, sometimes you have to change a few others along with it. But that one works. There we go. I'm pretty sure you can have waterfalls coming off of the cliffs on both sides and multiple waterfalls on the beach as well, but just to be safe, I would make a logical layout that the game would normally have, basically. I mean, of course, this layout has a cliff on each side, so it's not a layout the game would logically have anyways, but I digress. So basically, I don't know if I explained this well, but basically, whenever you're putting a cliff on the opposite side that your cliff is already on, you just need to make sure these gray lines right here line up correctly, make sure you only have one campground, and make sure those lines line up as well, and make sure your main street, your top section of the map up here is just a mirror image of each other and all lines up well as well. And also make sure your beach lines up. If some things don't line up correctly, you won't corrupt your game, you won't ruin anything. Basically, just when you go into your town, like if the beach was like this, you would just go into your game and the beach would look like this. It would be cut off like that. Or if you didn't line up the cliffs correctly, it would look really glitchy as well. I hope I explained this well. Like I said, a lot of working with the map editor is just a bunch of clicking and making everything line up properly and going into your game and testing it out. Just make sure you always have a backup save file on your computer just in case anything goes wrong. You can just re-inject that old save file and restore everything to normal, hunky-dory, beautiful New Leaf Town. Let me know if you have any questions. If I didn't explain something well, I will definitely try to clarify. If I think of any more information you might need, I will put that in the description box or in the pinned comments below. You all have a wonderful day. Be kind to one another. Don't forget to be awesome. Bye.